Good morning, Hartstern Hawks. Today is Friday, February the 5th, 2021. Let's say the Hartstern pledge together. Today at Hartstern, I make a pledge to myself to follow the rules, to treat others with respect, to do all my work, to be the best I can be, and to shine with Hartstern pride. Now to Mina for the Who Knew segment.
Thanks, Monica. Our trivia question is the same. Who was the youngest person to be awarded the Nobel Peace Prize? To turn in your guess, go to Miss Adams' website on the welcome page to submit your answer electronically. Now to Ava for the wacky word of the week.
The wacky word of the week is bloviate. Bloviate means to make someone sound better. To use this word in a sentence, my friend bloviated that he is so good at basketball. To pronounce this word in Spanish, bloviate. Here is Aiden with some Hartstern Hawk news.
Thanks, Ava. The Hartstern Hawk news for today is from Miss Adams. Parent-teacher conferences are next Monday and Tuesday from 4 to 7. Make sure to set up a time with your child's teacher to find out how they're progressing in school. Special area teachers will also be available with an open meet to see the message that went out on school. CNXT app, Class Dojo, our Facebook page, Hartstern Elementary Facebook page, or the special area Google Classrooms for details about how to join the meet for conferences next week. Now to Miss Adams for the Students of the Week.
Thank you, Aiden. Okay, we've got a good bit of students to recognize. We also have Bookworms of the Month, so very exciting. Okay, so Miss Reynolds is recognizing Kaysen in Mr. Nolk's class for being a super duper speech star. So awesome job, Kaysen. Keep that up. Miss Reynolds is also recognizing Logan for being in Miss Vogel's class for being a super duper speech star. So keep that up, Logan. Miss Peevler is recognizing Latest because Latest always comes to class ready to learn and is a great example of classroom behavior. That's awesome, Latest. Keep that up. Miss Sandman is recognizing Dana because she started the year reading at a level A and is now reading at a level K. Wow, that is awesome, Dana. I'm so proud of you. In fact, I have a little video clip of her reading a book that she submitted for her students. So we're going to listen to a little clip real quick.
One of my favorite books, Amos and the Apricot, the night before kindergarten. Toward the night before kindergarten, and as they repaired, it was a hiding and a little bit scared.
Oh, I love it. So thank you for sharing that video clip with me. I love to hear my students reading. In fact, I've been having kids at book club sharing their reading with me a lot lately. So I've been really enjoying that. But awesome job, Dana, and thank you, Miss Salmon, for sharing that video. Miss Griffith is recognizing Ruby because Ruby has made great progress during NTI. She always turns her work in on time. So that's awesome, Ruby. Keep that up. Miss Griffith is also recognizing Torian because Torian is really working hard in NTI. He will always reach out to have an assignment reset to get a better grade. So awesome job, Torian. For being diligent and working hard and being determined. Let's see. Miss Tamika and Mr. Morrell are recognizing, they actually recognized these two students last week. Those are Sagat and Holly for always participating and doing a great job. So that's awesome. Keep that up, you two. Miss Tamika and Mr. Morrell are also recognizing Avery and Bryson for being great listeners. That's wonderful, guys. Keep up the great work with your listening skills. If you don't hear, you're not going to be able to do any learning, right? So that's wonderful. Ms. Thompson is recognizing Zyla for, let's see, Zayla, because she's showing improvement and greets friends as they get online. So that's wonderful. That's being such a good friend. I love to hear that. And let's see, Miss Carpenter is recognizing Valeria, who has been consistently coming to class now, and she's participating so much more and letting me see her smiling face by leaving her camera on. She's working very hard to stay caught up with all of her daily tasks and getting things turned in on time. I'm so proud of her hard work. That's awesome, Valeria. Keep that up. Miss Carpenter's also recognizing Alexis, because she earned a trophy in Edmonton for every single 4th grade math standard and some 5th grade as well. Wow. She's a rock star student who always gives 100%, and I appreciate how determined she is to do well. She always goes above and beyond, and I'm so very proud of her. That's awesome, Alexis. Keep that up. Alexis has also been coming to book club regularly. So that's awesome, Alexis. You're doing wonderful things around the school. Let's see, Mr. Cox is recognizing Miss Griffith's class because of really great classes this week. So great job to Miss Griffith's class and to Miss Griffith for encouraging her students in science special area. Also, Mr. Cox is recognizing Raiden in Miss Philpott's class for being a fantastic participant in science this week, for doing such great with his participation. So that's awesome, Raiden. Keep that up, buddy. I am recognizing some classes for having record high number of students coming to library special area meets. So for the last few weeks, I'm going to recognize the ones that had the highest, okay? So, and this is making me so happy because we love to see our students, and special area is just a little bit different, and I know there's a lot going on with NTI, and it makes my heart happy to see my students come to my live meet. So Miss Conkling had a record number a few weeks ago, and that was 14 of her students. So woo! Good job, Miss Conkling's class. And then that was followed by Miss Patterson with a record number of 19. So woo! Thank you, Miss Patterson, and your students for showing up. I love to see you guys and interact. And this week, I had a record number with Miss Carpenter's class with 15. Woohoo! Thank you, Miss Carpenter, and for supporting and encouraging your students to come to your special area classes. Your special area teachers like myself appreciate it. We love to interact with our students and see them. And we miss them when they're not there. So thank you to all of those. Awesome job. We're proud of these students, and we look forward to recognizing more star students next time. And now for the bookworms of the month. So are we ready? We have lots of students to recognize. That's a good thing. So for the January bookworms of the month, in Miss Cole's class, I'm recognizing Aria. Aria has been doing bookworm responses consistently. That means routinely. I know that she's going to tell me about books she's reading, so that makes me very happy. Good job, Aria. Miss Pierce has a student named Mason who has been doing the same. Mason has been submitting book responses throughout the school year routinely. So great job, Mason. Keep it up. I'm proud of you. In Mr. Morell's class, Luke has been submitting book responses regularly and doing a great job with that. So keep that up. I'm very proud of you. And last but not least, this student is in 5th grade. And this student in the beginning of the year was not doing bookworm responses, and I knew he was reading. And I actually saw him in one of my live meets, and I asked him about it. And guess what? He then started doing book responses, and he even caught up for all the ones that he had already read, just hadn't gotten those book responses turned in. And I was so super proud of him. And then after that point, He's been continuing to do them regularly and consistently. And that student is in Miss Patterson's class. His name is Dalen. So great job, Dalen. I'm proud of you for catching up and then continuing to work hard with those book responses. And now I want to highlight some students' bookworm book activities that they turn in with these book responses. So I'm going to, let's see, I need to present my screen. I forgot to do that when I shared the student who was reading aloud. So I'm sorry about that. I realized it after the fact. But now I am sharing my screen. And so these are some of the amazing activities that I have students turning in. I thought it might be helpful for people to see. So after you read a book, these are things that we did when we were at school. We would, draw a picture, our young learning, kids who are learning to read, our kindies and our first graders, pictures can tell a story, right? And so they will draw a picture to tell about the book. So this student's name is Holly, and she does amazing activities every time she reads a book. And her book here was called My Best Friend. So look at that. Great. She did like a comic book style book activity, and I love it. And then the next one, Yuretsi. She likes to write about her books and usually does a little picture. Sometimes she does what I call the word wizard activity, where she identifies words that she doesn't know, and then she looks them up in the dictionary and writes down the definitions. So she always does amazing book responses. Here's a book response that a student, Ashton, did. He's in kindergarten, and he was writing about his book, and look how hard he was trying with writing his letters and writing a sentence about the book. I love it. This student, Elvis, always does an activity with his response, and he had read a book about Pluto and told me a sentence that he had learned and drew a picture. So that's awesome. And here is Bryson in kindergarten. He did a Snowy Day was a book that we actually read in class with me. He read that with me. And then he did a picture with that. Usually he likes to record a video of himself reading for his activity, which I love to hear too. And this student, Ethan, every time does amazing activities, and he's such an artist. Look at this one. And then I have a few of his, and then he read a book about dinosaurs and did this dinosaur one. And he loves Pete the cat. So I know I'm going to get Pete the cat pictures a lot from him. So he drew a Pete the cat one there. And he read a book about a lighthouse, and then did a lighthouse with Legos, which was super cool. And then this student, I know I'm always going to get a lot of times a video from him. And so he does a lot of videos where he reads to me and tells me, and his mom is awesome about helping him. There's one I wanted to show you, just a little clip. It was really cool. They did a retelling of the book with little figurines and things. So just a little clip from this.
This is the house that Jack built by Sims Tabak. This is the house that Jack built. This is the cheese that lay in the house that Jack built. This is the rat that ate the cheese that lay in the house that Jack built.
Okay, so just a little example there of some of the amazing activities that I see with book responses. And I love to hear about the books that students are reading. And I'm super proud of the bookworms that I nominated this time, and so proud of the ones that I've recognized in the past. And if you haven't been recognized yet, guess what? All you have to do is read books and tell me about them by doing a Bookworm online response. And you can find those in my Google Classroom. So thank you to everybody who's continuing to put forth excellent effort in school and in your special area classes. And now back to Aiden.
It's time to send off the Hartstern Hawk Studio for today. This is Monica,
Nina.
Ava.
Aiden,
And Miss Adams.
wishing you a fabulous Friday. Remember, make it a great day or not, the choice is yours.